Hello and welcome to a first impressions video of BattleTech. And I hope it's good. I really, genuinely hope this game is good. Now, I've not played the game. I've so far managed to avoid being spoiled. Unfortunately, the developer decided to give lots of YouTube streamers the early release copy of the game, and so unlike the golden era where the worst you could be spoiled is by a 4-page A4 glossy spread in PC Gamer, now there are people out there who have literally spoiled every aspect of the game from beginning to end, the whole campaign, details of all the units, everything. So basically had to be not on the internet for like the past 3 or 4 days to avoid all of that. Kind of sucks, but here we go. Okay, well, this game's taking a long time to load. I don't know if this is like a first time setup thing. I have a very, very powerful computer, so there is no reason why it should take very long. Oh, this is a good start. Right. What a great first impression this is. Oh my god, you could not make it up. Okay. Let's try again, shall we? Take 2. First impressions of BattleTech. Let's see what happens this time. Oh, here we go. Intro video. 2107. So this is going to be a game about the very beginning of the Inner Sphere conflict. So there's not going to be any clanners then if it's set in 2107, 2116. Okay, we're going through the beginning of BattleTech lore. Well, Earth being referred to as Earth and not Terror is a bit odd, but whatever. Still, you know, if the game is set this early on, okay, all right, we're flying forward now. Roughly the era of the Annihilator. If that's where we are, all the early Inner Sphere stuff, Battle Master. There's an Atlas. That looks like a catapult. Catapult or a Mad Cat? Probably a catapult considering the timeline. Okay, stuff getting blown up. Sorry about the drinking here, my voice is like not being the best today, but I wanted to do a first impressions on the first day of launch, so here we are, we're getting stuck in straight away. Alright. That's a very pretty intro so far, but it's mostly just artwork, you know, sliding artwork. Like a very, very, very kind of awesome PowerPoint presentation, but no actual full motion video. Okay. Right. Let's not do that for now. So we're going to plow straight into the campaign. For those that don't know me, I always play games on the hardest difficulties, and I have got some of gaming's hardest to get achievements, especially when it comes to strategy games. So EU4 guys will know how difficult it is to conquer the world. I've done that, and if you've ever played Panzer Corps, I'm forgetting what the name is. I keep on wanting to say Panzer General, which is the old game that it's spiritually based on. I beat that on Rommel difficulty, which is really difficult. In fact, that's one of the best turn-based games I've ever played is Panzer Corps. It was very, very challenging, very entertaining. So if this game is even 75% of that game, it will be a fantastic game, but we'll see.
High Lady of the Oregon Reach. protector of Coromedir, and the
Okay.
sword of restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say.
I do miss full motion video from the original games. Mech Warrior, Mech Commander, Mech Assault. I mean, they all had these glorious full motion videos, and this is sort of like a voiceover on artwork. You know, I mean, it's nicely done, but I must admit, I do prefer a proper video.
My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times.
So while this plot is going on, and I mean, I am paying attention to it, of course. A lot of how this game is going to play and how the balance is going to be is determined on how the turns work. Whether you can attack, then move, move then attack, move and attack. Completely changes how a turn-based game feels and plays, but also completely changes what is overpowered and what isn't overpowered, and what to min-max and what to invest in. You know, games where you can move then attack, but not attack then move, tend to favour short range and melee weapons and all that kind of stuff, whereas games where you can attack then move tend to favour kiting and long range stuff. And then of course you get games like XCOM that have, you know, got points and you can do whatever you like. Those tend to be the best games, and they play the best. They also tend to be the most complicated. XCOM went for a middle ground system where you have two actions and one of them can be move or attack, so you can move, or attack then move, or attack and attack, or move then attack. Hopefully I got all four combinations right. Trying to do this all live here. The Organ Reach is a small kingdom in the Rimworld periphery, a region of space that lies on the outskirts of the more densely colonized Inner Sphere. Okay, so we're not even in the Inner Sphere, we're like in the southern reaches of the Inner Sphere, it would look like to me. Okay, here's the story. The story begins. Oh god, the Dracus Combine. Oh, Draconis Combine, sorry. What do we got here? Free Worlds League. House Davian. People who have played a lot of Mech Warrior will be super familiar with that, and Steiner. Rimworld Periphery. Let's go with Steiner. Why not? We'll get some random hatred for being House Steiner, but whatever. You are of noble birth, yeah. That's good. A lot of text this early on in the game, which, I mean, I don't mind, but early on, usually in a game, everything is voiced and then they tend to switch to text later on once the game's given a great first impression, but there's a lot of reading to do here straight away. Until your 16th birthday, when you were exiled, you went bankrupt. Family died in it. Family was betrayed. House Steiner, family was betrayed. Some people who get why that's funny. And hats off to you. Let's see. +1 gunnery, +1 guts. Of course, we don't know what that means, how relevant that is, etc. So, you know, that's whatever. A second playthrough is going to help you know what these do. It would be nice if you could highlight these things and it would say, you know, what it does in a more percentage. Oh, look, it does come up. That's good. But no percentages or anything. Just a general idea of what I could have already worked out from the word. Okay, that's fine. Frontier, pirate. Oh, yeah, Steiners being pirates. That makes sense, doesn't it? Let's know. Inner Sphere mercenary, I can't imagine that either. Piloting, tactics. I guess these are all just things to give you different stats. But we'll go with one that makes sense from a story perspective. So, I think a betrayed Steiner guy, apart from plotting his revenge on some backwater planet somewhere, might become a merchant guard. That would make sense. Although they are a bit I don't know, Steiner are a bit stuck up their own arse to do something like that. Let's go with Frontier Freelancer, because it's got a bit of nobility about it. Running a routine patrol for your local government on the outskirts of the how the hell do you pronounce that? Oregon Reach? Okay, fair enough. You were set upon by pirates and left for dead. How did you happen to be visiting the capital city when you picked up your distress call and you were offered a job? Okay, cool. So I presume that these explain what's going on. Okay, so there's lots of little extra plot bits here to pick up on if you're interested. Appearance, I am definitely not going to friggin' spend long on this. We're going to go for an homage to another game here. What should we have as a last name for a Steiner? Ooh. This is probably the hardest decision I'll ever make in this game. We can press the random button. They're all just like kind of very standard surnames, I suppose. There are a few from the lore here. Let's go with Gorzilla. I hope that's spelt right. I can never remember if it's AU or UA. Let's try it the other way around. Yeah. Pronoun. Pronoun? Pronoun? Pronoun usually means like Mr., Mrs., Doctor. But it's they, she, and he. So is this meant to be like a gender selector? Okay, that's a bit odd. But okay, fair enough. Weird to say it's pronoun. What we go for? Something. Let's go with my black self. It's always fun to play someone a little bit different from who you are. Why not? Let's play a black dude. Decades ago, right, okay, cool. Filthy Steiner, all the way. Now all I have to do is find me an Annihilator so I can live up to my Gorzilla name. And I seem to have just like an average build here. Nothing min-maxed. Probably people screaming at the screen, "You should get gunnery!" Or piloting or tactics or whatever the best thing is. But I have not played this game at all and I have avoided all spoilers, so I don't know what anything does. So there's no way for me to know what is good and what isn't good. I have an achievement already. The obligatory you have played the game for 5 minutes achievement. Come on, guys. It's like sullying the word achievement. Council of Founding Houses must be dissolved. Oh, we're not going to have like another Comstar style fiasco, are we? Okay. I mean, these are all. I feel like I've read this story before. You know what I mean? I feel like BattleTech has got a lot of stories that are a lot like this, which I suppose is both a good and bad thing. I mean, it is a BattleTech game, right? This is going to be the first BattleTech product for a lot of people. A lot. I mean, you have to be reasonably old to know of the tabletop BattleTech, because it's really died off in this day and age, and pretty much all tabletop games in the UK are pretty much dead apart from 40k. Brace your destabilized mechs to prevent further attacks from knocking them down. Okay, that's interesting. Prepping for combat. Okay, we're going straight into some combat. That's good. quite a bit of plot there, so it's nice to get some gameplay. At least it's not going to be like Girls and Panzer, where the plot went on for the best part of 35 minutes, no joke, recapping the anime before it let you actually drive a tank. It was pretty long-winded. Okay, let's go. If this game's anything like EU4, those tips will be rubbish. Dum. Okay. I guess I can't do anything else but move here. This is Lynx, one less enemy crawler. Okay. This reeks of tutorial.
I'll come right out and say it, kid. I wasn't completely honest with you
Right.
the other day. There's gonna be more to this job than...
Something wrong in the capital. Okay, that's fine.
Like I was saying, I can't prove anything. But my gut tells me something's off.
Okay.
Warrior trust their instincts.
You can aim at the whole body or a particular part. I presume that I won't be able to hit for Toffee right now, so we should just aim for center torso non-stop.
All weapons committed.
Boom! Well, that was easy.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, we have a tank. Okay, just some plot here. When it turns, take it out with a rear angle shot. Okay.
Kameya's like a daughter to me. And her late father, High Lord Tamati, was a good friend.
Right, so it wants me to fire at the target in the forest. So I guess that's exactly what we're gonna do. Can I do anything else? I guess not. Let's just fire then.
Weapons committed.
It's a pretty bad shot there.
Victoria pulls no punches, but she's been a loyal companion to Kameya since they were kids. Aside from you, there's no one I'd rather have by my side in a fight.
Okay.
All weapons.
Seems like I can't do anything but just basic attack things, and I can't aim for structural weak points either. Not just yet, anyway.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Go ahead and fire your jump jets, kid. Okay, if you say so. Let's see. Okay, jump jets, cool. I guess I can't actually
Enemy detected.
do anything.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Jump jets build a lot of heat, and that was more than your engine could handle. Head on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
Okay. Okay, so the jump jets generated too much heat for the chassis, and we started to overheat. And now it's going to take them off me, I suppose, because they don't want you to have them anymore for the tutorial. The mechs seem a bit indistinct and blocky at this level of zoom. I can't even work out what that is. Target dummy, okay. Centurion? Okay. Melee attack using piloting skill to hit. Ignores evasive. Hit removes guarded. Deals damage and stability damage. Okay, so it puts on a whole lot of hurt.
Engaging physical attack.
Right. I'm not quite sure how a blackjack engages in melee apart from with a mech that it can kick really easily.
If something goes wrong today, I want to know that your mech can maneuver.
So that's something to keep in mind, that basically everything in the game can melee, which is not pretty sure it's not true of the tabletop.
Full throttle.
So far we've done pretty much everything that you can do in XCOM.
An impressive display, Sir Raju. Of course, this mech warrior was a student of yours. I'd expect them to know their way around a cockpit.
Okay, so I can't... What do you want me to do now? Return to Mastiff. Okay. This game feels a bit like the movement is not very smooth. There's a lot of lag between the clicks and between the movements and between the actions. It doesn't feel like it's running very smoothly. This game does feel like it could do with an optimization pass. Okay, so just a lot of blah blah blah, setting up how important various people are. I'm pretty sure that some of these people are going to die in the near future.
Mission successful.
Okay, so that's the tutorial done with. I hope. Quite a lot of loading in this game, considering, you know, we're running on an SSD array. Guess I'm just spoilt. So far so good.
The time of the great expansion. I was just a
Got some
boy
more
then.
plot to go through.
Proudly we went forth, bringing the light of our coalition to so many systems. And for what? To see our great kingdom slowly waste away?
This sounds like friggin' Clanners
Year
talk.
after year, the council deliberates while our economy falters.
Year after year, the warrior caste of the clans argue ceaselessly,
Plot against us.
while the inner sphere plots against us.
And go no.
Only the restoration of the Star League can fix it all. Smoke Jaguar for president.
I know what I'm asking of you. You will face former comrades or even loved ones on the battlefield. I take up
Well, if you're Steiner, you will, like, always do that.
Today, we sacrifice so that tomorrow we can return our kingdom to its proper glory, to its proper strength.
Oh.
So should you fall tonight, know that you did so as true heroes of the Reach. To your stations, for the directorate.
That's how wars get started. Dun dun. A lot of time on black screens. Okay, here we go. Coronation Day. What is this? The plot of MechWarrior 4? Was it 4? Yeah, it was 4. Preparing for combat. Okay, good. I wonder if this will be another tutorial style battle. Not seen the mech lab yet. Be interesting to see how much customization there is. I think it's going to be more like MechWarrior 3 levels of customization than MechWarrior 4 or Mech Commander, but we'll see. It's meant to be very heavily based on the tabletop, but the tabletop didn't have a huge amount of customization as such, but more like variants, legal variants that people used.
Command interface initiated.
Right.
This is damned odd, and I don't like it. Kid, keep your head on a swivel and be ready for anything.
Head on a swivel. What are you, a Marine? Right.
Standing by.
What have we got here? Kintaro. Blackjack. Centurion. Okay, so we've got a Centurion. Oh man, this weapons loadout is weird. What about this one? Okay, it's a long range loadout. Medium to long range.
How can I help?
An AC-10 and an LRM-10. That's another all over the place loadout. Okay, just have to make do. Stock loadouts tend to be not very min-maxed.
Sounds good. I'm moving.
Do you not have a movement? That's odd. Why did you not have a movement? Might be an idea to skip a turn just to make sure everyone's together. Okay, that's a sprint. So I presume... No, it's all a sprint? Move. There we go. Let's just
On my way.
stick with movement rather than sprinting in case I need to do anything. No chance, it wasn't an accident. Of course it wasn't an accident.
Whatever's happening here, I won't let it derail your coronation. Your people need you.
Your people need you.
I will prove myself worthy of the faith you've placed in me.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Different levels of injury that you can get rather than everybody just having 6 wounds. Right, so once you've started somebody's turn,
I'm on my way.
you can't switch to anyone else. So you need to make complete turns. You can't make partials. Now he didn't get a move. Am I limited on the amount of moves I can make?
Yes, I hear you.
Move. This is very, very fiddly.
Affirmative.
I best to let her cool down.
Right, let's move this guy up. You know, as much as it's very pretty to watch mechs moving like this, that's going to get really, really tedious after a while.
Roger.
Copy that.
That's going to get very tedious after a while. Try and get a good camera angle is pretty difficult. Okay, here we go. I presume I need to get everybody into this box.
Confirmed.
Ah, traitors!
Fall back, Kamea. Get behind us.
You didn't train me to cower, Raju. You trained me to fight.
Safeties disengaged.
Right, what are we dealing with? A panther, okay. It's not usually a dangerous mech.
I've got your back.
Let's get the Centurion up there. What do we got here? Attack, sensor lock, multi-target. Ooh. Remove 2 evasive charges. I'm not sure if he's got any. How can I tell? A melee attack usually removes any evasion, but you never know. Front. Can I select which weapons to fire? Guess not.
Here we go. My armor's in bad shape.
Select a unit or reserve your units to the
You have my
next
attention.
phase. None of these weapons are really that great in melee range. Let's just go for melee. Is melee actually on the menu? No.
Closing into melee range. That's a miss.
Medium range weapons, okay. Now this high ground position should confer me some advantage, but we will see whether it cares. This is the perfect range for medium range weapons.
Weapons committed.
Well, he just lost some guns, definitely. He lost his arm.
Orders?
Let's see. Melee. AC-10 and the medium lasers should finish this guy.
Giving him everything I can stand you for making me do that.
There goes the central torso.
What a waste.
No reactor explosion. Do you not get a reactor explosion every time you CT somebody? Makes me wonder.
Reading you loud and clear.
Let's see if I can... I want to melee the guy, but I don't want to melee him from the front. I want to melee him from the rear. So, can I move, get behind him,
Location confirmed.
punch him in the back? No, I can't punch him in the back. It's not going to let me now. Oh well. We'll just dump what we got into his back. Oh ho ho ho! Someone hasn't got a case.
Critical strike.
Jesus, there should be nothing left of him. Yeah, there is nothing left of him. He has no weapons. None at all. Now this will tell me, can I shoot and move?
Nice job, kid. One fewer hostile on the board.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Seems simple enough. Oh my god, Noble's talking about Birthright in MechWarrior. In BattleTech, I suppose I should say. Another loyalist versus rebellion. Oh, my closest friend and confidant.
Traitors in the guard. And I fear this is only the beginning. Follow me. Keep close and remember your training. Things are likely to get ugly between here and there.
Okay. Where are we going? That's the question. Head to Rotorua Township. Okay, but where is that? Here, okay. So I can click on it. So I need to, I suppose tactically, go up here, take the high position. There's undoubtedly some more mechs around.
I'm on the move. We've got
Oh,
company.
the physics is not that good. Just sort of walking through trees without them falling over and putting his foot through a rock there and all that kind of thing. There are definitely some graphical oddities.
Talk to me.
You know, is there like an easy skip turn button? Doesn't feel like there is.
You've got my attention. Roger that.
I'm sure someone watching this is like, ah, the button is this or the button is that, but the game hasn't told me. So how can I know? So far it's playing very XCOM-like. Let's get you moved up.
Full throttle.
See, just walked through that tree. You just literally walked through that tree. And it wobbled left to right, like a tree would just wobble left to right when a like a 50-ton, is it 50, 60-ton mech walks through it? I think it's 50-ton, if I remember correctly about the Blackjack. Something around there.
Tell me what you need.
What I need you to do is Overwatch. But it doesn't look like you can Overwatch, so I guess we'll just brace instead.
Got another hostile on screen.
Vehicle 35-ton, vehicle 30-ton. Okay, so mechs or actual vehicles? Can I shoot at a sensor contact? We got LRM 10s. Can I use the LRM 10s on sensor contacts? Let's get a sensor lock on the guy. It's a bit of tabletop there.
Damage minimal.
You have my attention.
What have we got? The only thing we've got capable of hitting are LRMs, and only indirectly. So let's forget that. I thought that was a cleaner shot than I guess it is. Let's try from up here.
I'll do what you ask.
How about now? Still only the LRMs, and still only indirectly. Not even sure if it's worth wasting the ammunition. So it's going to be quite difficult in this game to determine LOS, because to me that looks like a clean shot, but it isn't. It's not a clean shot. It's an indirect shot only, so it seems relatively difficult to actually work out whether you do have a shot or not.
All weapons committed.
Pop.
Enemy unit destroyed.
The Blackjack's just got a nice array of medium-range weapons that gives it a really defined role. The other mechs are a bit all over the place, so try and use them to do sensor locks and stuff like that, and
Got my attention.
maximize the usage of the of the Blackjack. Light vehicle, okay. Weak against melee. All vehicles are. 70% of a chance to hit with the LRMs, we might as well.
Go.
Got nothing better to do. Now, am I allowed to move? No. So you can't shoot then move, but you can move then shoot. So that is going to favour medium and short range weapons over long range ones. Unless long range weapons are needlessly OP.
Tell me what you need.
I still don't quite understand the turn order at the moment either. Must be based on some sort of initiative thing. So, what have we got here? Still just indirect LRM behavior. This is pretty bad. Let's try moving a bit closer. You know, you'd think that this would be a fantastic, advantageous position, but it's not. Okay, now it is. Can I hit the other one? Well, it's just... Pop.
Reporting one less vehicle.
Sweet. This is Lynx. One less enemy crawler. Do I actually have a shot? Got nothing but medium range weapons, so I presume not. The AC2s are long range, typically. It's like I'm in the one place where I actually don't have a good shot. Let's move up here. I'll take it.
All weapons committed.
Pop! Is it all going to be vehicles? The pace of the game is slow because the actual animation and gaps between movement are really long-winded.
Warning.
This could be a lot smoother of a game.
Talk to me. Copy that.
There we go, okay. I don't think this guy's weapons are particularly suited for shooting at vehicles. Waste friggin' AC-10 and LRM-10 ammo on bloody vehicles, but whatever. Oh, you know, he's got a great chance to hit, so...
Here we go. You were brave, I'll give you that much.
Yeah, I always thought that about vehicles in MechWarrior. They're,
Reading you loud and clear. I'll make it happen.
always struck me as,
Follow my lead.
brave is the bondsman that drives a tank. Okay. Keep going. Why does it make me choose between move and sprint all the time? Why not just have it like XCOM, where you move the pointer so far and it says move, and you move it further it says sprint? That would just be much more natural. Instead you have this weird thing where you need to toggle constantly between the two, and you can sprint to somewhere where it's less distance than if you'd have just moved. Which doesn't really make much sense. Okay, I don't see any enemies, but that doesn't mean that there aren't any. I don't know what my sensor range is.
I'm moving out.
House Espinosa. He's usurping the throne. Okay. They're murdering civilians!
Alexander! Oh no. Oh no. We're too late.
Okay. So much plot. Very clunky. Very clunky interface. Very clunky movement. Oh my god. This is every BattleTech plot ever. You cannot be allowed to rule.
Attention, all Espinosa forces. This is Lady Victoria Espinosa. Lady Arano is to be apprehended and taken alive by my command. Fail to follow these instructions?
Okay,
And
Spider,
you will need to deal with.
Cicadia, Locust. Okay, this is all soft.
You've got my attention.
Let's find somewhere to be. Wow, this is all in range of medium range weapons. I thought this would be more of a long distance, but I guess not. Okay. That's nothing exciting. What have we got here? That's even less exciting. 2 medium lasers. So this is definitely the mech with the most armament.
Aye, aye.
Gotta remember that every mech in this game can melee for some reason, so keep an eye on that. Jesus, the lag on some of the movements. It does feel like this game needs some desperate optimization.
Standing by.
Melee is suggested. What if I attack with standard armament? Too close for standard armament. Right.
Eliminating hostiles.
I shall let them be close to me and get rid of this. Pop!
Scratch one hostile.
Sweet. Let's see what Lynx can do. Okay, it's not a clean shot. Or they've got evasion. Not sure where the evasion counter is. There we go. 3 evasive charges. Same with this one, I presume. No, 4 evasive charges. Okay. So attacking is not going to help me. Can I get close enough to... no. I don't have sensor lock with this guy. Guess I'll just take the shot because I've got nothing better to do.
Incoming transmission.
Oh my god.
Attention, citizens of Cormadir 6. This is Lord Santiago Espinosa. With the unanimous support of the founding houses, I have assumed control of the Oregon Coalition. For your own protection, I urge you to remain calm and stay indoors until otherwise instructed.
Stay in your houses!
All hostile units, stand down, and you have my oath that you will not be harmed. Resist, and you will be fired.
There we go.
My father placed his faith in that man. I gave him my trust. He was family.
Oh, the lags between turns and movements are amazing. Amazingly bad.
Better me than Lady Arana.
I'm listening.
Okay, so you're just gonna show your backs. No shot? No shot. And no way to just run up there. Ah! There we go.
I'm on it.
Okay. Attack. Yeah, please. Very good. He is sensor locked, so he is not gonna be able to evade this. Wrecked.
Target eliminated. My heat sinks can't keep up.
We love to run a bit hot. Right, can we just melee this guy?
Engaging physical attack.
Whoa! There goes his evasion.
Talk to me.
Now, in theory, I should just be able to blow him to bits. With my short-range weapons. Pop. My birthright, my home. Jesus, birthright. Ugh. Makes me cringe. Even the filthy clanners are... No, okay, the filthy clanners are not better than birthright, but anyway. We'll mourn for it later.
You get to that ship, Alexander. I mean it. We will not lose you and my throne on the same day.
at this lag in this game. It's not smooth at all.
Orders?
Let's go.
Roger.
Okay, apparently there's 2 more enemy vehicles around somewhere.
As you command, my lady.
Oh, a Wolverine.
You have my attention.
Let's move to here.
Confirmed.
Running a bit too hot for randomly firing. Well, he just fired everything he had. He still has 4 evasive. This should be a clean kill.
All weapons committed.
One less enemy crawler.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Jesus, the giant pauses between kills and stuff makes the combat very unimmersive. Just like keep on breaking out of concentration to wait for the laggy loading to finish.
Warning. Armor
You know, the gameplay feels good, you know, feels good, is fun so far. It feels like this game desperately needs an optimization pass.
You've got my attention.
Right. We can melee this. No, let's not do that. To do something about this idiot, even if he is cooking himself. This is very fiddly. I want to sensor lock this guy. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to do that, so why can't I do that? There we go.
I've got a sensor lock.
Standing by.
Right. Let's not fire the medium lasers, because we're running a bit hot. Do I really want to just fire LRM-5s and nothing else? Feels like a waste of a turn. This is a pretty clean kill. Let's not fire the LRM-5s, or one of the SRM-6s. That should be plenty. Boom!
Vehicle destroyed.
Yeah, we got that almost right. Just slightly too hot there. Just under. That's fine. Right. Medium range. Is this medium range? No. Not quite. I'm finding it very difficult to know how many hexes is short, medium and long range. Or even how many hexes there are between me and him. There's probably an option somewhere that shows you the grid. But, I mean, it could at least show me targeting rings, right? Put a ring around me for short range, one around me for medium range, and one around me for long range. Let's move here. And then give this guy an everything I have sandwich, which should be reasonably effective.
All weapons committed.
Considering that the guy is running hot as well, that should keep him busy.
Orders?
Right. So he has no evasion left. I should just be able to dump everything into him and hit perfectly. Yep.
Copy that.
90% chance to hit. Misses. He's backing up. Some minor armor damage there.
My damned armor's busted.
Yes, I hear you.
Let's go with... Wait, short-range missiles can hit. No, just long range. That's what I thought. Oh, okay, maybe this is the short-range ring.
Sounds good. I'm moving.
Might as well brace for now. Running too hot. Just the AC2s from this distance. I probably want to close in a bit. Let's go with here. Just out of range. You know, that's pretty solid. Let's do it.
All weapons committed.
Sweet, I hope he lost some weapons.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
Bloody light laser turret. I didn't even see it. Goodbye.
That's one less hostile on the field.
Damn it, I lost some weapons. Which is odd, because I mean, I have not actually taken a huge amount of structural damage yet, but whatever. Shit happens in MechWarrior.
Engaging target.
Pop. Just goes to show you should never ignore friggin' turrets. They're usually fragile, but they've got like nice weapons sometimes.
What you need. I'm moving out.
Finally managed to cool this mech off a bit. Yeah, let's... okay.
Engaging hostile.
Let's try and avoid overheating myself too much. Alpha striking turrets to death.
Destroyed.
This feels like a very fun game to play, or at least it would be if it wasn't for the horrible lag between every move, between every click, between every touch of the interface. Like, I really like it so far. It seems engaging and tactical and relatively true to the tabletop. It just feels technically bad
Acknowledged. I'm
so
moving.
far. Which is maybe me just being a bit fussy, but
Fall in behind.
you know, after a few hours, this is going to get very annoying to deal with.
Copy that.
Wonder if I'll get the mech lab after this. Because I certainly wouldn't want this video to be forever long, but I wouldn't mind having a look at the mech lab at some point.
Thank you, Sir Raju. Thank you both. I won't forget what you've done for me today. I promise you that.
Okay. Now... get you to the dropship. Okay. Off you go.
Confirmed.
You know, if you're just gonna like drop mechs off in front of a dropship, which they probably don't even have the firepower to actually stop from launching from a dropship of your own, why don't you just drop them straight on the dropship and tear it apart from the roof? I mean, sorry for the plot hole or anything, but whatever. You have no honor!
Mission successful.
Mission successful. If only this game was a bit smoother. It's been good so far, apart from this one glaring problem. I mean, the game crashed on first run as well. That was pretty bad. So maybe we're going to get some mech lab time now. That would be nice. Press escape to skip. Why would we skip it? Why would we want to skip this? Oh my god, this really is the introduction to MechWarrior 4. Did they just liberate the plot from MechWarrior 4? This like feels really MechWarrior 4. Remember the intro to MechWarrior 4? Where friggin' missiles are fired into like the garage, the mech garage, I guess is the word you want to use. And the whole area gets wrecked and it's just like one guy and he's holding off all of these enemies while you know, while a dropship or something gets away. Bet she wasn't on the dropship. Bet she wasn't on the dropship. Because that's how this works. Well, you'd think that this is how this works anyway. Yeah. High Lord Tamati Arano II. Kind and benevolent. There's not a lot of kind and benevolent going around in the inner sphere usually. Didn't make it. Why'd you rescue me? Because you want me to be in your mercenary outfit, I presume. Nobody survives a hit like that. I don't know, mate. Have you looked at the fucking rulebook? Because there are mechs with sideways ejection systems that can typically save a pilot that's had a reactor breach. I mean, you take a wound, but, you know, you survive. Okay, let's ask about my mech. So, what happens now? What happens now is you let me in the mech bay. That's where I want to be. Even browsing this dialogue feels laggy and unoptimized. You know, and it's not my computer. I mean, this is a computer with 64 GBs of DDR5 in it, for example. I'm not going to dick wave about how great my computer is, but my computer has got like an SSD RAID array. So, you know, this is the level we're at here, and this game lags constantly, which is not great. Now, maybe it won't lag if you, I don't know, scale the resolution down dramatically or something, but, you know, this, I'm not very impressed with how laggy a lot of the movement and such is. So far, it seems like a great game, held back by technical challenges. Like, it just needed more optimization, more time to get it smooth. Maybe, you know, recode parts of it. Let's see. The Commonwealth! We could go full Steiner. I feel like I was given 3 options there that weren't actually options, they were all the exact same option. But thou must! TV tropes. Need to add a BattleTech entry for this game. I need you to pitch in for your share of the fuel, food, lodging, repairs on your mech, blah blah blah. Like, why would you even talk about food and lodging compared to the cost of repairing a mech? I mean, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, we haven't got much choice here. Must do as we are told. Oh, excuse me. Another big ass bit of loading. Prepping for combat. Okay, so we're going in for another mission. This is going to be more tutorial stuff, I presume. Increases weapons minimum range for tactics. It's interesting. Increases minimum range is a negative thing, though. Does it mean to say it increases the maximum range? That's a lot more loading than I am used to.
Interface initiated.
This isn't just about reclaiming what's ours. Jesus, that line. That line could be like the tagline of about 500 MechWarrior plots. Okay. Okay. Well, we're sort of running out of time here a little bit because I don't want this video to be too long. For first impressions. First impressions are that the game seems good and detailed. Lots of options. I like the ability to, the heat is nicely modelled. The ability to select which weapons you want to fire or not fire each turn. Turns are a bit messy in knowing who's going next, but I'm sure I'll work it out in the near future. So far, the technical implementation has been the main weak point. Everything feels a bit laggy and poorly optimized. Even the story bits where there's no actual combat going on, it doesn't feel very smooth at all. So hopefully time and patches will fix that. But your game should be good out of the box, as it were. It shouldn't come out of the box needing some serious optimization. But that is what it is. See, I've just accidentally wasted a turn there by clicking on that, so that's not very good.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So I might as well now waste the entire turn because I want to move all my units together. Right, what I'm going to do is I am going to save, which seems simple enough. And just before we cap this out, I'm going to have a look at some of the settings and see what we can do. So at the moment we are running in high quality full screen, which is fine. There's not a lot of options here. Oh, there's basic, okay. So it's detected that I have an amazing computer and put everything on, which is what I would expect. But it is a bit laggy, so I'm probably going to have to play with these later and just see what I can sacrifice to get it smooth. If you even can get it smooth. I feel like it's more of an issue of optimization than actually my PC. But sometimes the one thing that's poorly optimized is the anti-aliasing, and if you turn that off, you get a vast improvement. In fact, I will try that. See what happens. Oh, okay. I did not like that at all. That's that was a disaster. For some reason, it has now moved the game to my second monitor. Isn't that weird? So now it's running on the other monitor. Although it does seem a little bit smoother.
Standing by.
How odd. So do I now have to quit and reload to get it back on the main monitor? Is that what I need to do now? There's definitely technical flaws with this game. This game needed quality assurance. In fact, there's a patch already. It looks like. Okay, so if I go to play game again, just out of interest from my first impressions video, let's try and... So now it's on the wrong monitor. So I turned the anti-aliasing off, and now the game has decided to be on the secondary monitor instead of the primary monitor. And I seem to be unable to get it back. So if I now change the anti-aliasing settings, is it going to go back onto the primary monitor? I can't believe that we're exploring technical problems instead of the actual game. It appears, hang on, there's a little button for the settings in the bottom corner, so I'm just going to play with the video settings again. Okay, full screen. There we go. Okay, so now it's back on the correct monitor. And if I press continue, now will the game be a bit smoother that I've turned the anti-aliasing off? I do find this is the one thing that developers struggle to optimize, is the anti-aliasing. But I get the feeling that it's not that. I get the feeling it's the game itself. So we'll see now if this smooths things out. Science! So yeah, this is going to be the last thing I do. I hope you enjoyed this first impressions video. This was a no holds barred, one take, no spoilers, first impression of the game. Now obviously, if you know about me, you know I've got my degree in gaming, I've played thousands of games, all on the hardest settings, etc. So I just dived straight in as I always do. And that was fine for me. The tutorial does feel a bit weak, but, you know, in terms of the game, it looks great. It looks like it would be really fun to play if it wasn't technically challenged.
Location confirmed.
Okay, so I've turned the anti-aliasing off, and it does now seem like some of the movement is a bit smoother. Okay, let's brace. Okay.
Receiving you.
Let's try moving this guy. No, look, it's still not very smooth. And why is movement now further than sprinting? That's odd. That is very odd. So if I ask this guy to sprint, he goes here, and if I ask him to move...
Don't need to tell me twice.
It's alright, but it's not great. Well, I'm going to reserve my judgment on BattleTech so far. It seems like it would be a lot of fun to play, but it seems like there are some definite technical issues. Could definitely have done with a few more months in Q&A, it would appear to me. And on that note, I would say I'm using a Windows 7 64-bit Ultimate, which is, as far as I'm aware, still the #1 gaming operating system that's supported by everybody. I'm not using Windows 10 because there's just too many old games that don't work on it at the moment, until I'm forced to change. I just got a pretty normal NVIDIA graphics card. 820 GTX, I believe, Ti, and it's been a while since I bought it. Don't actually remember the specs of my PC off the top of my head. I'm using a very high-end 6th generation i7. There should be no issues, but there quite clearly is. I mean, especially if the game crashing on the first load is anything to go by. So anyway, yep, it's my first impressions of BattleTech. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll do a proper review after I have played this game more significantly, and if there's any demand, I will also stream it. And I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.